Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews, and we are doing another Marvel Legends. I can't wait for the X-Men '97 cartoon to come out on Disney Plus. I'm super into it. I am probably going to collect all the Marvel Legends from that show that they're doing from that show, just because of the nostalgia from it. But this is my very first Marvel Legends Wolverine that I have ever bought. So, just to warn you ahead of time, I am clearly coming from, if I like it, and you guys feel like, oh well, it looks like every other Marvel Legends Wolverine, blah 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 blah. Sorry, this is the first one I've ever had, so this is my first experience with it. So I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying if I have compliments about it, and you guys are like, well, this looks like a regular Wolverine from Marvel Legends to me, and I'll be like, fair enough, fair enough. So anyway, here's the figure out of the package, obviously, but here's the packaging. Really nothing to it. Just kind of shows the rest of the figures in the wave. But yeah, that's it. I do have Magneto. That's the only other one that I have right now. So that is it for the packaging. As far as the figure is concerned, I like it. It's not bad. I think the face looks good. I like the hair sculpt. They had quite a few of them. I have him. This is an accessory. Sorry. So this is one of his accessories. Apologize to still have that on there, but let's go ahead and take that off. Put that off to the side. But this is what I'll say. For the price point of $25 with tax, $27, I think. You're not getting the bang for your buck. I do like this figure. I did need a Jim Lee style Wolverine from the cartoon. I do have one from Mafex, which I will obviously do a comparison to when we get to that point in the video, but I like it. Is it perfect? By no means is it perfect. There is definitely some things that should be done here that they don't seem to want to do. Sorry about the cut there. I'm actually filming this on a different day than I originally had started filming it because I had to leave. But anyway, so if it's a little weird, if things look a little different, that's because it's a different day. But anyway, I think I was focusing on the head. The head is fine. I don't know what exactly they're going for. I feel like it's really super realistic. I don't know. When I look at some of the other Marvel Legends that I have, I kind of get an idea, or I guess I don't really have an idea of what they're going for. Are you either going for the comic book look, or are you going for like a realistic look? But I like the head. It's kind of weird when the face is like a matte finish and the body is super shiny. I think it would have been nicer if this body wasn't as shiny as it is. I don't particularly think it looks super cheap, but I think the shininess takes away from the look. Also, I don't know if you can tell by the camera, but the the butterfly joints are a different texture. It's not a shiny look. They're more matte. So that's also super weird. As far as how they have done the lines, his tiger stripe lines, they're fine. They're fine. They're fuzzy in some places. You can kind of see there. It's a little fuzzy there. It looks like maybe the black bled into it a little bit there. I think on the excuse me. I think here on the rib cage it looks better, and then same on the back. It looks like it might have bled a little bit there, but I mean, this is stuff that I don't think that you would typically notice unless somebody was pointing it out. If you're just looking at it with the naked eye, I don't think you would notice it. I didn't have his head all the way down. He was looking a little, his neck was looking a little long there. But I still think his head should be lower. I still feel like maybe his neck is a little too long still. When I do my comparisons of my other Wolverines, I have to see. One of my biggest gripes, why does it look like his arms have like tumors or something on them, or like he was badly burned? I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be hair. Why didn't they paint it? This makes no sense. Why would they sculpt it and not paint it? Like, what is happening? Oh my God. The gloves aren't painted the greatest. You can obviously see flesh tone there. I feel like maybe they should have just made these separate pieces. I don't know. But yeah, that's not great. I don't mind the claws. I actually do like these claws on him. I wish they were metallic though, instead of like this, like not great looking gray plastic. It'd be nice if they actually gave us metallic claws for a character that has adamantium for bones. Again, super shiny on the crotch. It's got right here in the upper legs, I guess where they painted, it's like a matte finish, and then it's glossy on the legs, so that's weird. I think maybe that's what they did to the butterfly joints too. Maybe they painted those too. But yeah, it's not great. But I don't know. It's still weird though, because like the crotch and the shorts are glossy, but the yellow part is not glossy. So I'm not quite sure what they did there. But I guess everything else looks fine. They did a decent job. They did a fine job on the painting for the boots. It's a little it's bleeding a little bit onto the blue the black is, but it's not terrible. Same thing with the other side. They had several of these hanging up at the store, so I tried to pick out the best looking one, and they all look about the same. None of them were absolutely terrible. So yeah, aesthetically, I think he is all right. I think he's pretty good. I don't know what it is. There's definitely something about him that is weird. I can't quite point it out. I don't know if his legs aren't big enough. I feel like his legs could be bigger. I don't know if his torso is too long. I think his shoulders probably sit a little too low. Either that or his head is sitting too high. So I don't quite. There's something that is throwing me off, but for the most part, I think it's fine for Marvel Legends. So that's it for the aesthetics. Let's go on to the accessories because there's not that many, so this should be quick. He does come with two. You saw the fist, the claw hands on the figure. He does come with two fist hands that don't have the claws out, and they're all right. They're not painted great. But again, it almost looks like the things that we actually get a close up on this. It actually looks like they painted the place where his claws come out. They actually painted it on the fists. Is it on the other one too? Yeah, they painted him silver on the fist, but kept the ones with the claws out just a regular gray black, just a regular gray plastic. That's super weird and makes no sense. There's some flashing on his hands, which is not great. So yeah, I mean the fist, they are fist hands, they're just regular old fist hands, but it's strange they didn't paint the claw hands. I have to look at the difference. Let me take these off. Yeah, there's totally a difference. They clearly painted this. They painted the fist hands and didn't paint the claw hands. Okay. I guess Marvel Legends will do Marvel Legends. Okay, anyway. Then we also have the his cowl down piece, which looks kind of stupid, let's be honest. It doesn't fit on him great and it doesn't look great, but you get that. And then you get his mask head. And to me, this head looks smaller than the head that doesn't have the mask on it. Those look like two different heads. And look at the lips on the mask and look at the lips on the unmasked. They look like two different people. They don't look the same. The mouths aren't the same. They're not painted the same. This one's kind of glossy. This one's like a matte. And also, I can't see this head fitting in this cowl. It just looks this head looks too big and this cowl looks too small to fit him. But yeah, this is the masked head. And he does have the big things there, the big wings. So I guess it's accurate for that. But yeah, I don't dislike the head, but it doesn't look like the same person. And that's it for accessories. And so as far as his head, let's see how far up he can look. He can look up a good amount. That's pretty good. Down, pretty good. See if we get any side to side. Not really. Not any that you would use. So typical joint for Marvel Legends. They give you, and it gives you no. It doesn't give you the range that you should have. As far as the shoulders go, let's see, that one seems to be stuck. Okay, both of mine seem to be stuck here. We got it, look at that, it's like separating, do you see that? I cannot get mine to work. I can't get mine to go up any further than that. I'm not sure if it's stuck. It might just be stuck, but if I keep yanking on it, I'll probably pull this peg out because it was definitely not giving me this is about as much as I can get his arms to go out. I might heat him up later and see if I can fix that. As far as the butterfly joint, it definitely goes back more than it goes forward. So you'll get that as a decent pose, but when going forward, it's not great. It's not horrible, but it's not great. They definitely can do something with that. He does have a bicep swivel. Also, mine has some paint transfer here from sitting there. So that's just something that can happen though. As far as his elbows, I was about to say shoulders. He can get a little bit past 90. He does have like a nice meaty bicep, so it's better than 90 degrees, so that's fine. His wrists are on a hinge, not a ball hinge, just a regular old hinge, which is also strange to me. As far as his abs, you can crunch that far forward, that far back, that's about it. He does have a waist twist. As far as his legs, he can get them out, spread out that far. He can get it up about that far, and they don't kick out to the side, so that's good. Do have a thigh swivel. He can go back about that far. See if we can get this knee to work. So that's how his knee looks. It is past 90. So that's not terrible. He does have a boot swivel down here also. So if you want that, that's fine. You probably will need it because his ankle rocker is kind of does go off to an angle pretty bad. He can go down that much and up just that much. And that is it for articulation. Yeah, I think I covered everything, right? Yeah, I mean, his articulation is, I think it seems like it's standard Marvel Legends articulation, from at least from the characters I have. All right, so let's do some comparisons and then get the hell up out of here. There you go. Here he is next to the Jim Lee Wolverine from Mafex. And yeah, I definitely like the Mafex one better. I would hope so, considering that one was way more expensive. But I do like that one better. If it had the same paint job, it would have been nice, but unfortunately they didn't give it the proper paint job. I think they were going for a particular look on that one. And then we have, here he is next to the X-Force Mafex Wolverine. He looks a little weird on the camera. I don't know why he looks really weird on camera, but he does look kind of dangly on the camera, but he's not. So there he is next to the X-Force Wolverine. And yeah, those are the two Wolverines. I'll do a couple of other comparisons. Here he is next to the Mafex Jim Lee Jean Grey. And then here he is next to the Jim Lee Rogue. And I guess they're supposed to be taller than him. And here he is next to the Jim Lee Magneto, which is part of the 97 line as well. I'll have a review for him next. And that's it for comparisons. So in conclusion, he's alright. He's alright. I'm glad to have the animated series Wolverine in the collection. And if he does look like this in the show, then I would say he's a good figure. I feel like they are gonna like remaster it and do some changes to it, so that's why I'm saying if he still looks like this. But I do think his face sculpt is probably a little too realistic for an animated cartoon that was made in 1997. But I'm just saying. But anyway, comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.